There's a very deep question, and it's a deep question of analysis as well as a deep question of policy and ethics. So the question of analysis is the following. Why is it that the share of the top 1% of the population in the United States in household income rose from 10% of the total, which is high enough, by the way, to more than 20% comparing 1980 and 2010? It raises some very deep and hard questions. I have my own view of that there are three things going on. One is globalization has exacerbated the inequalities by squeezing incomes of the lower skilled bottom part of the labor force. Second, corporate governance has basically, in a way, collapsed. Unions folded, global mobility of capital and deregulation meant that CEOs in the United States in particular, the UK has a bit of it, but not quite the US disease, CEOs pay themselves amounts that are beyond imagining. This is not a normal labor market. It's no labor market. The CEO appoints the compensation committee. The compensation committee thanks the CEO for the appointment. The CEO thanks the compensation committee by the annual fees for sitting on the board. Isn't that sweet? So the CEO to average worker ratio went from about 40 times to about 400 times. And then the third factor, of course, is the politics. The rich control our politics to a huge extent. They pay for the campaigns. They get what they want in tax cuts above everything else and in deregulation. So you put this package together, it's been an amazing ride for the rich. And that's where we still are. That's why the Occupy movement was correct, why it was drawing so much attention, why it was disbanded by the police, because it was drawing too much attention, not because it was a health hazard, but it was a public relations hazard. That's for sure. And why we have not finished this story yet.